What's up you guys? Welcome back to a new video. Today I want to talk all about Gua Sha. I've been Gua Shaing my face consistently for the past 30 days. I wanted to sit down to talk about the results. I also wanted to talk a little bit about the benefits and some tips and do's and don'ts for using the Gua Sha. But yeah, so first I'm going to be talking about my 30 days as well as some tips, and then later on in the video I'll show you how I Gua Sha my face. I'm just going to show you a little step-by-step routine of how I like to do it. Let's get right into the video. Okay, so first of all, I want to be real with you guys. I haven't seen that big of a difference with the Gua Sha stone. I was so excited to try it for 30 days and be consistent with it. And I have been using the Gua Sha stone over the past 3 years, but I never used it consistently, and that's what it did over the past month. And I have to say that I'm a little bit disappointed with the results. I was expecting some drastic changes because I've seen so many people on TikTok rave about their changes. I've watched some YouTube videos where people talked about it, and that wasn't the case for me. I was also hesitant to post this video because of 2 reasons. First of all, I lost the footage of my before. So I filmed some before clips of my face, and I literally looked through all my files to find the video, but I can't find it anymore, so I'm really sorry about that. I do have some before pictures which I'll insert into the screen later on. But yeah, and then the second thing is that my results aren't crazy. I feel like you can barely see them, or maybe you can't even see them. So that's why I was like, do I even post this video? But on the other hand, I wanted to, stay real with you guys, because not everyone will experience the same results with Gua Sha, and I feel like it can be quite frustrating if you are expecting these like big results and then you don't get them for yourself. So that's why I wanted to upload it anyways, and also give you some tips on how to use the Gua Sha stone correctly. Let's first talk about the results. I'm gonna put the pictures on the screen right now. The left side is the before and the right side is the after. I also have them on my phone right now. I'm going to start looking at them, but I have to say I honestly don't really notice a difference in my skin. I feel like the only thing that might have changed is my eyebrows, because I really worked on like some lifting strokes if my eyebrows are a bit more lifted. Besides that, my jawline might be slightly more defined, but I don't really see that big of a difference. And I feel like it also depends on how much water retention you have in your neck, because if you put the Gua Sha stone, you like get rid of that, so that's why your jawline may appear to be more defined. Yeah, those were my results. I definitely want to continue Gua Shaing just because I love how it feels on my skin. It's such a relaxing part of my skincare routine now, and I might not do it daily anymore, but maybe like 3 times a week, we'll see. But I definitely recommend everyone to just try it out, see it for themselves. You might notice incredible results and you might not, but overall the Gua Sha stone is just such a nice thing to have in your skincare routine, so I definitely recommend you to get one and start using it if you don't have it already. That brings me to my next point. If you don't have Gua Sha stone, I recommend you to get a stainless steel one. I got this jade Gua Sha stone 3 years ago, and I didn't want to buy a new one because I already had one. But if you have a stainless steel Gua Sha, the bacteria can't really get trapped inside the Gua Sha stone, and with a rose quartz or a jade stone it can, so that's why I recommend you to get a stainless steel one. Something else that I've always been wondering about is how you can wash your Gua Sha stone. I never knew whether you can just use soap or need like to use special soap for it, but apparently you can just wash the Gua Sha stone with some warm water and soap. You can also use your facial cleanser if you don't want to use soap, but soap is completely fine. Let's just talk a little bit about some things that you should consider whilst Gua Shaing or before and after. So first of all, although I see a lot of people just Gua Shaing their face, you should always start with your neck. You really want to open up your neck, so don't just go straight into your face. Start with your neck. I'll also show you at the end of this video how I Gua Sha my neck. Then the next thing is that you should hold the stone flat against your skin. So don't hold it in a 90-degree angle like this, but hold it like this. I'm going to show you in a proper way. So, and also have a supportive hand so your Gua Sha stone doesn't like pull your skin that much if you just do it by yourself. But if you like give it some resistance, it can't like pull on your skin that much. And yeah, so you want to hold it at a flat angle against your skin. So that's one thing I wanted to say. Next thing is make sure that your skin is slippery. So, and a lot of people like to use their moisturizer or face serum before Gua Shaing, and whilst that's definitely okay if you have enough slip with that moisturizer serum, I do recommend you to use an oil. I know a lot of people don't like oils, but there are so many great oils out there. You just have to do research for the oil that you like. My favorite oil at the moment is hemp seed oil, which I've also been using for the past 30 days. It's really good for reducing redness in your skin, balancing out your skin, and for acne prone and oily skin. I actually watched a video by Leah Yu who talked about all the oils and all the benefits of them, so I'll link that down below if you've been wanting to get an oil but you don't really know which one you should get for your skin type. Just make sure that your skin is slippery. Never use the Gua Sha stone on like dry skin that doesn't have any slip, because that's going to damage your skin. It's going to do more bad than good. So then just like don't use it at all. And if you're going to use it, make sure that you use light to medium pressure. We don't want to put hard pressure on our skin. You have to just be really gentle with the Gua Sha stone. Don't be too aggressive with it. What I like to do is I like to apply light pressure in the beginning, and then I like to increase my pressure once I reach the end. And another thing is that you should make sure that you do a stroke in one direction. Don't go back and forth. You do one up and then you start at the beginning. Another tip I have for consistency is that I really made it a part of my skincare routine. So in the mornings I always apply my serum, then I apply my moisturizer, then I do the face oil, Gua Sha, and after that I apply my SPF. So that way I don't really forget. Like I really make sure that it's a part of my skincare routine and I don't say like, oh, I'll do it later on or I'll do it in the evening, because I don't end up doing that. And then the last tip I have for you is to hydrate after Gua Sha, because it is a lymphatic drainage massage. So just make sure that you're hydrated afterwards. I like to use my Gua Sha in the morning, because if I Gua Sha in the evening and hydrate a lot after that, I'll wake up in the night because I have to use the restroom and I hate that. So that's why I like to do it in the morning. But I also love doing it in the morning because I do feel like that it helps with puffiness in the morning. So that's definitely something I like. In my situation, I feel like the Gua Sha has like some temporary daily results instead of like long-lasting results. I do notice a difference before and after I Gua Sha my face. And I notice that my like face is a bit more lifted and a little less puffy in the mornings, so it's great for that. But yeah, as I said, it depends. It varies from person to person. That's just how I have experienced it. But I do recommend you to also use the Gua Sha stone for the other benefits like the lymphatic drainage, reducing acne scars because it renews skin cells. It can give you a more glowy skin. It's also such a relaxing thing to do, and for the mornings it's great for reducing puffiness. So yeah, this is all I wanted to talk about. Okay, so let's Gua Sha together. You can do between 3 and 10 strokes, depending on how much time you have, but I usually do around 5 strokes. I just apply this to my face, and also make sure that you are putting some oil on your neck, because the neck is a very important area when it comes to Gua Shaing. Okay, my skin is prepped now, and this is just a routine that I've been following these past 30 days. You can definitely choose another routine, because for example I only do 1 stroke on my cheeks. If you want your cheekbones to be more defined, you can definitely do more strokes in that area, or like different kind of strokes. So it really depends on your personal goals. Okay, so the first thing that I do with my stone is I hold it vertical and I start at the back of my neck. So I'm just gonna turn around so you guys can see how I do it. I start at the back of my neck and then I just pull it up. And at the end I do a little wiggle when I hit the muscle here. And I'm just going to do 3 strokes for this video because I don't want it to be too long. After the back of my neck, I like to do the side of my neck. So I kind of like hold my hand on the part where your shoulder is connected to your neck. And then I grab my stone. It really glides flat over your skin. And I like to go up and give it like a little wiggle at the end. That's what I'm going to do with all of the steps. And this is really my favorite area of the neck. I always have so much tension here, so I love doing my Gua Sha stone on this side. By the way, I'm just going to do one side of my face first and then move on to the other side so you guys can kind of see the difference. The next step is the collarbone, so I hold my hand slightly underneath it and then I glide my stone up over it all the way to my jawline and I give it a little wiggle. And it's a really relaxing process for me. Like I really try to do some deep breathing while I do this, and it's just like such a calming and peaceful part of my morning routine. I'm gonna do the middle right now. Go up on my neck and I do this really gently. Now we're gonna do the jawline, and what I like to do is I like to go like up on my jawline and then go back down on the neck, just because I really love gua shaing this part because of all the tension built up here. Then I'm going to start with my cheeks. I like to hold 2 fingers over here, and then I'm just going to go upwards on my cheek. And then we're going to move on to the area underneath our eyes. You have to be really gentle in this area. So make sure that you're not pushing too hard. So I'm just gonna hold my fingers here and do it like that, and then go up and give it a little wiggle. Okay, so for the eyebrow I like to do 2 different like movements. First thing I do is I put my stone at the beginning of my brow and I kind of follow the brow line, and then I also take that up. And it's very important that you do upward movements, not downward movements, because we don't want to work with gravity, we want to work against gravity. So make sure that you're always doing upward strokes. Now we're going to move on to the eyebrow and forehead area. So what I do is I just put my hands on my eyelids, and then I like start beneath my eyebrow and I go up. Okay, and now we're gonna move on to our forehead. So I just grab my stone and I go to the side and I kind of also give it an upward motion and give it a wiggle. And I like to increase my pressure as I like hit the end of my stroke. The last step is another one for the middle, so we're not going to do that one, we're going to do the right side, and that is the part between your eyebrows. And guys, this is also such a relaxing part. I love this. So I just put my fingers here and then I go upwards. My face is also a little bit red because I do have sensitive skin, but that redness will fade away. I feel like there's a really tiny difference if you can barely tell, and especially not through the camera, but I just definitely feel like my left eyebrow is a bit more lifted than my right eyebrow, and that my face in general is a bit more lifted. I don't feel like it makes the biggest difference. I think that I'll definitely continue gua shaing, but I feel like I'll only do it for the relaxation part of it, and that it's also like good for blood circulation in your face and lymphatic drainage and all that stuff. I feel like it also depends on how much water retention you have in your neck, and some people who might have more of a double chin might see bigger results than if you don't have that big of a double chin. So it really depends on your face structure, but I would definitely recommend you guys to try it out and see whether you like it. I'm going to do the other side of my face right now and then I'll come back to you. Okay you guys, I just did the other side of my face and I can see how it looks like after gua shaing. That was it for today's video. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more of me or more of the content that I make, please make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And if you have any personal recommendations, tips, or have seen things that I'm doing wrong with the gua sha, please leave those down below in the comments as well so we can all help each other out. But yeah, I wish you an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, and then I'll hopefully see you next week in a new video.